There we go. Hello everyone, sorry about that. I've been tinkering this morning and it seems something's got
Hey
weird.
Molgato, a Fahamre has a message for you. It says, Mini Models Part 2.
Yeah, Mighty Models Part 2. That's what we'll be going to be doing today. So hi everyone, Little Radiant, Dave, QC, Tsunami, Boxit, Ofi, and thank you for the follow, Lovebrap. I think that's all that's been going on when I was away leading to the start of the stream. If not, I'm sorry, it happens. It happens. Anyway, this morning it was so it was so weird. Like I tried to add some tracking information to this avatar.
Got a message
Oh,
from our pal Little Norwegians. They say the following. Real little guy trademark streaming hours.
yeah, you got it right, buddy. So yeah, let's just go to the art scene and I'll tell you the anecdote for today as we go. So as you see, my avatar is, it's just a few animations, right? Like it gets my mouth, but all of the expressions and all of the animations are just preset, right? They are not taking anything from the camera. Also, by the way, let's start with the mentions because I will forget otherwise. Let me see. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, it's just animations, right? If I want to change any animation, I just go and press a button, and it works. It was just like that. So I tried to add some tracking on top of it. It seems the tracking doesn't like my avatar just sitting. It does really weird things. So I will have to investigate a little bit more. I also tried automatic expression detection, but it just crazily juggles all of the expressions like crazy. It's stupid. In any case, this is the models we made last week. As you can see, they are pretty simple, but that's the best thing about them. We can make a bunch in a single day, and that's what we'll be doing today. We will add a few more. Yeah, exactly, tiny friends. Oh, that's so cool, Dave. I wish I could do something like that, but at the same time, I just like sitting in the border of the screen. That's not something I can do in real space. So I will duplicate the base, hide the original one, and let me get a reference from the Discord. Let me see. I think we'll start with something a little bit different. We'll start with the Voltabla from DNG, who's a regular in here. So yeah, let's get to it. It should be a fun one. Because we really cannot use a lot of the base for it. But it should be simple enough. So first of all, we get rid of this. Or actually, I'll just add stuff on top and we'll see. Yeah, you're right, Boxy. Like the more trackers you have, the more restricted you are for actually working. Oh, I'm actually not really into Deltarune because I haven't played Undertale myself. Apparently, it's like real good, so that's really something to keep in mind. Oh, let me see. There we go. But yeah, he did some Pokemon things. It must be so cool to be able to say that you made an indie game so good that they are picking you for things in Pokemon. Alright, so let's see. We got the body shape, which is very simple. There we go, this is the side. Oh hi Michael, hello, how you doing? Yeah, Toby can be real proud. I cannot imagine like that kind of success. It must be an actual dream. Let me see what else is going on with this body. Not much really, which is cool. We can actually add a wing in here. There we go. Yeah, the DNG Voltabla, I think is the name. It's such a cutie. That's what we'll start, and I think after that we will go with the email guy from your game. That's also real cute. Yeah, Jitable. That's the thing. That's the word for him. I will simplify the wings a little bit because, you know, everything in here screams simplify. So I think something like this works real well for that wing shape. And I will triangulate it so it's a little bit more correct. Yeah, I bet. Pixel art really is such a deliberate thing. Now when it comes to the feet, they're very simple. I will simplify them even more. There we go, something like this. Yeah, this one will have wings, and in fact we can get rid of the legs already. They're not going to appear in this one. As for the head I will try to keep the shape. At least close enough. Something like this. Hey, what's up with the microwave? You thought I was too raw? We merged by distance and we got like a more or less acceptable topology for this head. Now let me see what else we got. The two little fangs. And for this I need to deactivate this. There we go. And we don't need this face. There we go, I think this is pretty close. And now for the ears and the eyes, those should be easy. Oops, there we go. And we'll remove this part and move it upwards. There we go. Also, hi Gil, how you doing? I'm just picking random references from the Discord. If you got any character you want to enter this thing, just feel free to add it to the Discord in the reference channel. I think I will make all of this a little bit bigger. There we go. And this one is a little bit like this. And this. I think this is close enough for it. So let's go to the UV editing and actually... Also, hi Shave! Hello! Hello! Welcome back in here! So yeah, as I was saying, Neil, just go into Discord and there's a new channel for character references. Add yours. Like, I will maybe one day just make it into this. There is a lot of people I want to put in. Alright, so now we go here to a sprite. And I will copy this one. And just add it right next to the others, and we can work with this. Let me grab this. I'm sorry for the weird crop. How do I crop this? There we go. Alright, much better. So we will be picking the main colors from here. We know this is going to be pink, and it's going to have like a lighter tone in here. Something like this, I think, should be good. And then for the darker color we can do something like this. And for the front is still pretty easy too. It's got two little lines in here. As we can see, maybe we can add a little bit of shine. There we go. This is such a big banger. I'm using the pink one because it's the one in the refs. I think it looks pretty cool. Maybe we can add a yellow one later on too. Oh great deal, like I will check it later too. What a banger. Seriously. Let's see how's this looking. We'll start with the parts that are actually unwrapped. Alright. And we will move a little bit this, because I really like this border and I want it to be in the right place. There we go. Alright, I think we calculated pretty well, except this should move 1 pixel up. There we go. Now this face sure is in the wrong position because we just extruded. There we go. Alright, I think this is quite enough. I can even try to do the cheeky thing in here and reuse this part of the texture. There we go. Now as for the face, I think all of this can be gone. There we go, something like this. Cool, I think this is decent. This will just make like this, or actually maybe... There we go. Intelligent. Oh, that's cool, Cousin. Make sure to share in the work in progress thing, like in the share your work in the Discord. I always love seeing those. No, the eyes are simply round, so let's just do that. Seal, select, modify, control. Saw that one coming. Hi Bran, how you doing? Happy to see you in here. We'll pick this white. Go. Good, happy to hear that. It's so interesting actually, Tsunami, because you never get to know exactly what is necessary and what is not. But you finish and you gotta just cut it down. And sometimes that's all you can do. There we go. And now we can get rid of those. Maybe the top can actually be the lighter tone. We'll see. So we got the face right here, but something's not right. Maybe the eye is too thin. It should be a little bit wider. Let's try this. There we go. Alright, much better, I think. All of this can simply be the right color. There we go. And we forgot to paint the bottom of the head. There we go, something like this. Also, hi Misla, how you doing? Happy to see you here. Thank you, Tsunami. How's it going, Misla? I think we will use this simply as a cylinder shape. For the body, that should be enough for it. And that body simply has two big black lines inside. You can do something like this. Have a border, I think. Maybe we can add another here to make it look more cylindrical. And I think actually we can, yeah, do something like this. How come I keep selecting everything? When I hit Ctrl T, it just selects everything. What the heck? What the hell is going on here? I will just do this. Alright. This should be enough for the body. There we go. Now let's do something for the side. So what happened? What happened, Misla? Is everything okay? Week sure is going far too fast for my liking too, but I just hope it's not for any bad reason. go. And there we go. Not for the wings. Oh, that's what you meant. I understand it. Like, taking a break is so important. I can't wait till the time I can actually take a break myself. Lately I've been overworking myself like crazy, but it should be a little bit calmer soon. I think I speak for everyone if I say it's so easy to overwork yourself. Now let's see, this wing should be... Let me see. Because this one can be a little bit tricky. I think we can use this space. And we'll see if we can actually get the shape right. Let's see, it starts about here. And it goes all the way up here. It's really hard to take your own advice. It is. That's true. I had to admit, half the time I am being a little bit preachy about those things, about your own health and such. I say it because if I say it, it will be harder for me to ignore that advice, because I will look like a hypocrite. So if I say, I get in a little bit of a compromise with myself to follow through. I'm sorry to hear that, Mitla, but I know you can do it. I love seeing your stuff as you work on it and as you show it on social media. It doesn't come up too often though, which is a shame. So I should try to go manually there to see what you are working on a little bit more often. I think it should be something like this. And then over here, we'll see. We can get rid of all of these. As well as this. Oh, thank you, Dave. Oh, what a combo! Strangely enough, the getting tiny thing doesn't work with the pixel. I think it should be easy to make it compatible though. How come, Mom Gato? There we go. Hey, we are almost right, I think. We can go a little bit lower in here, a little bit lower in here too. And I'm back to normal. It's still so weird. But hey, we are here to have fun anyway. And I think I can leave this part just like this. Because if we do this simply, how will it look in the model? Almost. It should be straighter this way, a little bit narrower in here. Yeah, a little bit better. We can actually make it thinner over here and a little bit wider in here. There we go. Alright, so now we can simply add a little bit of shadowing and it should be good.
Got a message from our pal Little Norwegians. They say the following. Time for some small talk.
Small talk? That's one way to put it. Yeah, I know, right? Like Wi-Fi pads, wireless pads. There we go, and now we do it with half the opacity to get a middle tone. We can even try and make a cool shape in here. We'll see. We almost got it right actually. We just need to make it a little bit bigger. There we go. And works well enough, I'd say. Okay, let me do something real quick for a second. Alright, I'm back. I had to run for that issue. I am having a severe case of allergies. Oh, what did you mean exactly, Miss La? Which corner? This one is just this. And this one looks a little bit crooked because it's got a little bit of an incline. I can actually do this. On this I can move a little bit, but it will always look a little bit crooked unless you are working on straight shapes. There we go. The triangle. This one? It's just like this. As you can see, it's just a triangle. Oh, hi DNG! Hi, how you doing? Yeah, we're looking in the bottom line right now. It's almost done too. So yeah, let's work on the ears. I think the ears should fit over here, probably. And I picked the pink one because I really like the contrast. I hope you don't mind. We can make the yellow one later too. It's also the one that was in the reference, so it was more convenient.
Hey Molgato. Little Norwegians has a message for you. It says, eat the eatable eatables.
There we go, with the ear. Oh, thank you, DNG. We are using a lot of project from Vue because for very flat areas it's really convenient. Alright, so we should make this a little bit thinner, or maybe just do something like this and just make everything fall out of curve. There we go, we got this. And then this area, and we just move it over here. Let's see. There we go, I think this works. And now for the side, I will be a little bit of a cheating guy. And I'll just pick all of this. There we go. Something like this. And as for this, it can simply be the normal color. It should work. And now we just have to work on the feet. Alright, let's see. The feet are funny because they have a little bit of everything. So we got this in the middle. But we had to make these too. I forgot to add this.
Yo. The Polly has got something to say. It goes. I do so love how the Balta Blah is slowly becoming my mascot, or something close to that at least XD.
Yeah, I think it's got mascot potential. Can do something like this. We can do this for this part. But this can be a little bit lighter. There we go, something like this. There we go. Oh, he probably meant that you've been sharing Marina for a little bit longer than he with the Voltopla. But you know, in the end, it's just fun. It's just sharing stuff. And I get how getting an identity in a space can be hard. I'll just use these pixels for the teeth. There we go. Alright. Alright, I think this should be good enough for the feed. Hi Dream, hello, how you doing? Happy to see you here. So with this done now, actually let's go to the layout zone for a little bit and let's make sure everything works with this rig. Because as we see, it really is not working. So let's actually fix that.
Yo. The Polly has got something to say. It goes. It's just a little guy. Honestly, this could work as a subspecies.
It could be like the tiny butterfly. And this should be the body. And now, let's see, this is really not connecting right to the body, so we will move the cursor in here. And make this a little bit tinier. Move all of this a little bit up. Something like this. It's a much smaller body than I anticipated, but you know, at least we can now paint everything with the right color and have it use the same armature as everything else. Because now if we get to this red and go to pose mode, well, it really is not working as well as I expected. Let me try again. There we go. There we go. Maybe something like this. It looks even tinier now. Alright, this is like good enough for it to fly. We can maybe make the wing a little bit bigger to compensate. Or maybe no, we can make this a little bit wider too. There we go. A little bit better. So now he can fly. There we go. Hey. It's been a while since the last one. The nefarious Macarena as a cause of death strikes again. We move this a little bit forward, a little bit upwards, and I think this looks a little bit better. There we go. There we go. Here's the first one for today. Murder on the dance floor. What did you think, DG? Did you like the results? It's become a little bit tinier than expected, but... Hi Morse! Hello! How you doing? Good morning! How are you today? Let me check real quick what is the next thing we'll be working on today. Yeah, the mail guy. I think that will be fun. Legally awake. Thank you, Il. Alright, so we'll hide this one for now. And duplicate the base. I will hide the armature too. How was this one named? Emailer, okay. There we go.
Hey Mole Gatto. Poly has a message for you. It says, "No jokes, I'm extremely honored that you'd do that."
Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Alright, so this one is a funny one because it's got a really flat head. So what I'll do is...
Yo Mole Gatto, drink some water.
Oh, you better drink some water. And of course I will save. Just in time before the random explosion.
I've got a good joke for you. Why is sausage bad for you? It brings out the worst in people.
Oh my god. What kind of joke is that? And this one can be a little bit more flat than usual. Now the body can be the same, I think. We'll just get rid of the legs. And the arms can be the same way too. So this one will be easy. We can add a little cap on the top too, though. want to do so, I will actually like I will add the cursor in here. Let me see, I want to get the shape right. There we go. Something like this. So here we can actually hide the cap for now. Let's move everything in here. There we go. And I will pick the image too. Just so we can get the colors.
Intercepted a transmission from Tsunami, a query that says this. Hey Mole, Swaggy Wag sends good vibes to you cause he can't watch right now.
Oh, thank you.
Got a message from our pal Alpha Hombre. They say the following. I sent you a picture with the Defalo emailer face on Discord.
Oh, thank you. I will check it for the expression. That's always helpful. Alright, now we can add a darker one in here. Alright, that's easy enough. So we got this cool little shape in here. See, yeah, something like this. There we go. We will add a little bit of shadowing in here, but not yet. There we go. We will actually make it a little bit softer. There we go. Something like this. And a little bit of anti-aliasing. I have to say, this should be easy. It should be something like this only. The back can simply be this. And I love this soundtrack too. I really love video game soundtracks. I don't know why they are banger after banger in a way that conventional music can be a hit or miss. But that's cool, Dream. I wish I could do something similar whenever a new entry in a game comes by. Alright, let's see how does this look in the model. I think this is cute. We can make this a bit more exaggerated though, especially in the back of the head. There we go, much better. Now let's see, the body is the same color and it just has a screen in the middle. Let's see. Something like this maybe. Yeah, more of a rectangle head, that's what you mean? I guess that's right. We can actually move this a little bit over here, and this over here. Something like this. Yeah, something like this, I guess. But it shouldn't have any more complications though. So very soon we'll call this character done. We can pick the basic color for this. And the hands can simply be grey. And we got a little bit of this color at the bottom too, so we'll add that. There we go. Maybe we can even add this little indentation in here. There we go. Good going, and we just need to add the little bit of a gap. Which is very simple, so we'll just use this area. There we go.
Got a message from our pal Hombre. They say the following. Looks nice the models. But that emailer mini it wouldn't be complete without his two best friends, Randy and Mania.
I know what you mean, but for now it will be just a guy. Cannot make the whole cast just characters from your game. Let me see, because this is looking a little bit strange. There we go, this will be easier. There we go. There's our little guy. And we got the correct name too. So there we go. Well, this sounds right. And shrimp, if you are shrimping, Dave, I will do the same thing myself. There we go. I'm shrimped. Let's see who's next in the list. In here. Who else could I model? Because we want to make at least one more. Oh, and I see there's new references in here. That's cool because, like, I want to keep doing this. We will make at least another more of this. And since it's early, I think we can make 2 more characters. Let me see which one will be interesting for today. Oh, boxes is in here. Il's character is also real cool. And you know what? The last character today will be Jump. I will be making Jump last. So let's make one more character from here and then we can jump to Jump. You know what? Since Sagi is not here, let's go with her character. Because that's a real funny one. Alright, so I will hide this one and again duplicate this one. There we go. And this one is very flat colored, but we'll see what to do. This one will be fun, I guess. Because it's such a stout design. And I want to make it fit the rig anyway. So what we'll do is make the body a little bit bigger. And this will make the character look a little bit more stout. And if we make like tinier hands, there we go. Alright, something like this. I think this should work. And now this character has a very cool tail. I guess it's a tail. I don't think I got a good view of it. Yeah, I will interpret this as a tail for now. I will modify the model if I need to. And we got a few spikes in here, which we'll simply add as texture paints. And now for the head. The head is a funny one, because we are trying to keep it like a cube for all of the characters, but for this one it's not going to work. I think we can do something like this. Let me see if I can get the shape right. Something like this maybe. And then we got ears in here. Let me see. Hey, it's okay, Tsunami. I will take that as a compliment towards my entertainment skills. No, that is quality entertainment. Look at her go. And now for the little tufts of fur in here. I think we can simply add a paint. Alright, so with this we got the shape. Yeah, kinda. And this goes to the last spot in the first row.
Yo mole gato, drink some water.
On it right now. We'll get rid of these textures that we don't need, by the way. There we go. Alright. And with this one I don't even need a color picker. We can just do this. We will use this for the eyes though. Let me see. So it's something like this. And then same for the nose. And then we can make the mouth. Which will start a little bit lower, so we will do something like this. And it goes a little bit lower and then does something like this and goes a little bit behind the eye. And I think I will try to go a little bit lighter on the anti-aliasing in the top, because I want it to really look like the shadow is at the bottom. So with this we got the basic face. Which now we will have to move out. Let me see, how's this going? There we go, this is much better. Hey, it's Dave's thing. Alright, I think this looks like good enough for now. These two we can do some tomfoolery. Because if we come in here, we can have this. And there is like a lot here that we can simply reuse flat colors. We will add a bigger area in here for this. Oh hi Dougal! Hello! Happy to see you here! How's it going? Hello! Hello! How's it going, Dougal? I'm good, I'm having a lot of fun with these very minimal models. I'm trying to go loose and fast with them, not adding too much detail. And it's working real good so far. Let me see. It's been real fun. We made a few of them already. Like, of course, there's this one that we are working on right now, but we also worked on this one today, which is DNG Police character, Voltobla. And we also worked on emailer, on Ofiombre. Oh, this one got lost at some point. There we go. Oh, and the arm's too strange. There we go. Fix it! I'm sorry. It happens. And here we go with the third one of the day. We'll make the head a little bit bigger, so it's more in line with everyone else. Next thing we'll do is make some little spikes in the texture. Like, I'll pick this rectangle. And I will add a little bit of anti-aliasing in here, so it looks a little bit more interesting. There we go. It really does look a little bit like a boat. Alright, we will use this a whole lot in the texture. There we go, something like this. And we'll do a little bit of a modification, something like this. I think this looks okay. There we go. We will probably have to make another card for this one because this is thinner. So we'll do something like this. There we go, something like this. There we go, and I think we will add a little bit more. This should be enough. Alright, the body is very simple too. Like, it simply has a little bit of a tuft in the center. And everything else is just white. Same for the leg. Maybe a little bit of a paw in there. Which I can honestly move a little bit to the right. There we go. Can even make this a bit longer. Because it needs to blend with the legs a little bit more. There we go, something like this. So anyway, what you been up to, Double? I haven't been following your streams lately because life has been hectic and I have missed so many streams. Time zones are also... I'm sorry, I don't know how to talk. I mean, time zones are also a little bit tricky. I will apologize, sometimes I try to talk faster than I can think, and the words get a little bit jumbled. Hey, that's cool, I played a little bit that game for a while. Didn't get too far, but I really dig the character designs. Alright, something like this works best for the hand, and the top can be also blend a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's crazy. Also, people tend, and I find this a little bit funny, but people really tend to simp for the cookies. But I guess if the character design is real good, it makes only sense. Alright. And now where should we add the tail? I think this is a good place for it, or maybe even here. Because we can really do without the bottom of the feet. And we only need to texture like half of the tail. I think this should be about right. Thank you for the follow, Necropool. Welcome. Hope you have fun in here. Hey, that's so cool, DNG. For everyone who doesn't know what he's talking about, DNG is making a whole ass tabletop RPG rulebook with its own setting and everything. It's so cool. Alright, so we will get this. And just make it use this color. And there we go, we got the tail. I guess we can make the body a little bit smaller though, to be more in line with every other character. There we go, this is a funny one. Alright, so with this we got the third character today. So we are going really fast. And I think we can end by making Jam. Jam is always our little darling. And it will be fun making a version of her that's so little. Hi again, Mars! Okay, no, Jam is an interesting one because, for starters, she doesn't have any legs.
Hey boss. Incoming message from Little Norwegians. It reads, today's stream is really jam-packed, wouldn't you say?
I guess you are absolutely right. There we go. Look at her go. Something like this. Now the sets is always a complicated part, but we are going to keep it super simple this time. Because those are really small models, and I think this should be enough. That from a distance, you know, she's got a chest, but you know, we are not really going ham with it. There we go. And now for the head. The head is going to be really tricky.
Hey Molgato. Unthapali has a message for you. It says, Jam is riding on a monster jam truck while eating some jam, jamming along to Jaminutron on a traffic jam in January on a jam tour day.
Whoa, and she said that without jamming a single time. This is one of those times in which we can regret designing a character a certain way simply because it makes her harder to draw or to model. Alright, I think this is like a good shape. Now we can actually focus on giving her an unique shape, like this. There we go. We achieved a snout. Alright, I will say this looks decent so far. There's no work on her little banks. Thank you, Tsunami. I am really proud of Jam's design. Like, I think it's one of my best. And we get this in the middle. Alright, so we got the hair down. the front part at least. There we go. The subtle art of a snack. Oh hi Waro, how you doing? Yeah, they are event enjoyers. No, I will check how I did it for Marina real quick. Oh, we got a persona. Let's see who we get. Oh, plant girl. Or plant person, I guess, because I didn't really attach a gender to this character. Did you know I was working on this before Frogan and I just scrapped this? It was such an interesting little project. Alright, so we got this merge with this part of the head, and then up is here to connect. That makes sense. I don't think I can make everything for jump the same way, but...
Intercepted a transmission from Dukapali that says this. I was wondering, are you keen on Kirby 64's art style and direction?
Kirby 64, I actually like that game. I quite enjoyed it in a less than legal emulator back in the day. Oh hey Bacon, hello, how you doing? How's Mr. Witchfall? We are working on some new mini models. I actually think I will get rid of these faces. They are not exactly what I wanted to do. No, this is probably more the thing. Not really, we want to extend this. So I will cut from here to here. And then here we'll see. Alright, this is looking better. Now we will do it all the way down. There we go. Tricky shapes for such simple models. And I think we can leave it this way here. We will add another subdivision in here just to keep the triangle flow correct. Let's see, because this face is also a little bit weird. We probably want to attach this to the end of the vents. So we will do it this way. We don't need these faces. There we go. And this one we can add something else in the middle. There we go. Something like this. It's tricky, but this will do the work. This will do the job. Yeah, here's just the funny data snake. We made so many cool models today, and Jan will be the last one for today. Alright D&D, have a fantastic day, okay? See ya! Now, another cool tricky thing about Jam is the back of her head, because she's got 4 little spikes in her hair. So I will do this and just use every single shape in here to achieve that end. We got the shape over here like this. And we got 2 squares now. Hey, we got a persona. Let's see what's it. Hey, it's Pasomania. I love this one. I should do more things with it. And yeah, Boxit, we are making a little version of Jam for this thing. It should be fun. Alright, now we can take all of these edges and subdivide. There we go. Something like this. And I think this should be about fine. I think this should work. Now we will do a little bit more subdivisions to help us with the textures. Because we want like this to become the hairline. Or maybe this. There we go, something like this. I think it should work better. And now of course we are missing a few things. Like her rings in the hands and other places. We'll do something like this simply. Same here. And same for the top of the tail. There we go. And also for her little antennas. We will simply do this, and after we finish with the mirror we will correct the position. I will drink some more water though, because I'm really feeling my throat getting sore. Alright. So now let's go to the UV editing mode. And we can start working right now. Alright, I'm going to open a reference for Jam. Let me see. There we go. Here's the girl. So we will start like picking colors and start working on with the sprite, on the texture I mean. And let's see. We won't worry about the lower part first. We'll just make her eyes. There we go. Oh, Jam is just fun for the streams. She's not going to be for a game or anything like that. At least not for now. Alright, so we can add a little bit of a darker color in here as anti-alias too. We'll use this for a highlight for now. Wouldn't that be funny? Nah, but for reals, like I got the idea from Shades. Actually, he's always thinking about different things to do. He said that Jang will be a really good fit for a WarioWare like game. And you know, I have been giving it some thought since then. It's coalescing into a different thing, but I think it will be fun. Alright, I see the eyes are okay. Could probably make them a little bit more centered. Not really liking how they are looking. Let's see like this. Little bit better. We can actually start worrying about the snout. Let's see though, how does this look? Yeah, I think this is right. So now, as for the snout, I'm thinking I will simply get these faces, sim them, and unwrap again this part. And you may think that this is a little bit crazy, but if we get it just right, it will be the best thing we can do for the snout. Hey, you know what, that will be funny, but I don't think we got what it takes to make it work right now. There is one thing about game jams that I don't really like, and it's that they kinda glorify crunch culture. Because you know, this is a contest after all, so everyone wants to win, and the way to win is to crunch like crazy. So usually the team that crunches the most will win, and I don't really like that. Well, you can say that it's untrue, but the truth is that the more time and resources you put into a project, the best is going to end up looking. And you know, that's not something that you can actually fix, that's just a constant of life. And since jams are about finishing something in a while, well, you're right, but there is this little thing about making games and is that it's as much as of a hobby as it is of a job. And I know this because I jumped to making games from a hobby to a job. And I don't know, it might not be the same for everyone, but if I were to participate in a game jam, I know I will have to choose between doing my best and being healthy for myself during that weekend. Because the notion that it will be okay because it's just a weekend, that's a short-sighted decision. The moment you start piling up some years, it can wreck you. Just a bad night of sleep is enough to send you into a bad state. Imagine a night of skipping sleep. But I don't know. I'm not to tell anyone to not participate in game jams. Like, you of course do it. There is beauty in it too. Actually, what Dave said is totally true too. Like, much of our education system is based on crunch too, and it's stupid. I mean, of course you can. Like, I'm not saying that you can't, QC. It's just that there is always this little feeling in your head that if you don't sleep 8 hours, maybe you will get ahead of the competition. And conversely, if you do sleep 8 hours, maybe the competition will get a head start on you. Because those are simply the rules of productivity. The more you work, the more productivity you get, up until the point that you are so tired that you cannot be productive, but that's another talk. Okay, this is the same color actually. So all of these we don't need for Jam. We are going to use flat colors for a lot of her texture. Okay, so it's not the same color. Good to know. Good to know why I knew better than to make them the same color. There we go with the shine. So let's first just make everything in here a flat color for now. Alright, none of this. And we will make these few faces the darkest color, the darker hair color. There we go. And also maybe this one. Hey, I'm sorry QC, I didn't know it was going to be such a close to your heart topic. Perhaps saying that it glorifies it is a small bit of a stretch, but what I meant to say is that it's a competition, and when it's a competition there is absolutely clear rules to win. Like, you cannot claim that a competition's goal is not to win, because then it wouldn't be a competition. And the goal of the competition is to make a project in as little time as possible. So of course the way to do that is to work real hard in a short burst of time. That is a reality that doesn't make game jams evil or anything, but I think there is a danger in them. And there is a danger in not acknowledging that, just because they are a hallmark of game development community. The dangers are real, no matter how fun the game jams are. But hey, I am sorry if this offended you, it wasn't really my intention. Thank you, Bacon. Alright, with this I think we can go to work on her in her body for now. Yeah, it's not your fault, buddy. It's... I don't know. Some people are more sensitive to some topics than others. And so it's also on me not to rustle some feathers, because it wasn't really my intentions. Thank you, Tsunami. Yeah, we can make this a little bit darker, slightly bluer. I think this is too strong of a change. Yeah, something like this works. Well, I'm happy to read that, QC, because you know that's the right attitude to bring to something like a game jam. But yeah, saving. Alright, now for her marks. I think we don't need to add many in this part of the texture specifically. Because yeah, we are not adding the neck or anything. Oh, thank you, Cotrolis! Thank you for the ride! Hello, Raiders! Hello, how you doing? Welcome here, welcome to the mines! Oh, hi again, Misa! How's it going? What were you working on or doing on a stream? Welcome, welcome! With this we are getting closer to finishing Jan's little model. Dual Terminal for Democracy. Hey, you were playing Hostess game. It was real big a few months ago. I guess it's still going strong. Oh, what's this one name? I knew the name before before you mentioned it. Yeah, exactly. Helldivers. That one. You know, I haven't played that game, but just because of the community and the memes and everything, I know about its existence. Which I think is the mark of a good game, or at least a game with a really good community. There we go, this is the texture for the tail. We'll even add this little bit for the tip. We'll mark this as seam. And we will unwrap this just to try and make it make a little bit more sense. There we go. Also, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I was working on such a tiny area. I got actually such a big screen, like I don't have space for a dual monitor setup, so I thought, hey, I'll get a big screen instead. I can fit that and it's almost the same. And now the thing is the screen is so big that I often focus on just a part of it, and it looks terrible on the stream. So I apologize for that. I am zooming in a little bit more now. Alright, so we do this. And now I will start doing this with little parts on their own. Alright. Something like this. Let's fix this part of the torso too. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this really is a banger of a theme. It's one of my favorites from Sonic Adventure. I think we can extend this for like a couple pixels to the side. And we can move down the triangle. There we go, much better. There we go, so we get the triangles correctly. There we go. Now what else is incorrect in here? This face. All of these faces can actually just become the darker skin tone. There we go. And now we can go and work on her hands, on her arm. But yeah, it must have looped around. Let me reshuffle this. There we go. Got a sneaky theme for a sneaky lady. Alright, and her arms are a little bit different in that they are not symmetrical over here. But we will simply do something like this and it should be enough. And we will add a little bit of a shine in the shoulder, because she's got shiny shoulders. Alright, looking good. And now about her fingers, we are going to simplify them a little bit. Something like this, probably. Oh, what did you mean? What did you mean, Tsunami? What did surprise you? Alright, we got the hand in here. And all we are missing is the little golden implements. And we have plenty of space for them. Right. I know we have a little ball in here. And this is a good one. I think this looks about right.
Intercepted a transmission from a Fahombre that says this. What do you plan for the mini models part 3?
Oh, I am still unsure. We will see. I want to not do repeats from the same people yet. There's also a few friends that are not as active in the Discord, but I would like to include anyway, because they are still friends and they still collaborate with me in many ways. People like Shades or Zoe, Candle Queen. Okay, this one we will make wider and just move to the center. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Brand. I hope you can find her and you know, toss the spiders somewhere they are safe. Also, how funny is language? Like in Spanish, araña is a feminine word, and you know, you use it in feminine even for male spiders. It's la araña. It's always la. It's always feminine. So whenever someone talks about spiders, I just picture her. I just picture them as her. I just picture them in feminine. But that's only because of how the language works in here. Hi God, how you doing? Hello there. How's it going? What you doing today? Oh, poor spiders. A few of them really are scary, but they are just little people. They are just trying to live their life. Oh, thank you. Jamie is such a funny little character. I think it's one of my best designs. She's so fun to draw and so tricky to model. Alright, so I get rid of this part and just add this and a triangle. I think I will simplify and just add the triangle in here. Yeah, something like this works. Oh, you did the little pet implementation? It's just renders. I made a lot of renders from animations, and I have them play in the program. I want to maybe try about having real models in the software though. That would be so fun. Look at her go! She knows we are working on a model for her. There we go. And we do the same here. And we center this, make it wider, maybe not so much. There we go, something like this. I think I will simply duplicate this and just make it smaller. Alright, and with this done, we will check if the rig works. And of course there's little things that don't. So we'll fix that first. There we go. And now we can apply this and start adding the little variations. Like for example, getting rid of this one, this one, and this one. There we go. We got jamming here. We can now even animate her a little bit. There we go. Thank you, Tsunami. Thank you so much. And here's the funny thing, now this armature works for every single model. We will try to make it work for a better pose. There we go. So now this works for every single model. And this is the beauty of it. And of course this one is a little bit wonky, but see, it still works. That's it, that's the goal, that's the coolest thing. So I think we did a real good job today with this. Let's get all of those models together for a quick screenshot. Celebratory dance. there we go. I think it's quite a collection already, especially for only a couple of streams. Hi, Froggyard! Hello! You come in here just at the crucial moment in which we'll start thinking about finishing today. We got quite a collection for now. I think next week we will add a couple more. Hey, it's this guy! Okay, funny thing, this little design you see on the back of me is the mascot I'm going to use for the program that is powering Jam right now. Because the idea is that when it's a little bit more complete and a little bit less buggy, I will just make it a free program for anyone to use, so you can have a little helper on your streams just like Jam. Yep. Alright, so actually let's go to the just chatting scene for a second. And yeah, this... Oh yeah, of course, Trustly runs on the same program. Thank you, buddy, little Norwegian, for actually giving me the valuable information of testing it. So yeah, let's see if we can rate someone today that we haven't rated in a while. Let me see who's online today. There's quite a lot of people. Hey, we can go with Wallaber. Wallaber is another great dev, and it could be cool, just like last time we went with Cap. So, in short, in summary, thank you everyone for being here. It's been a really chill and really fun stream. I am really happy about it. Next week we will do this again. We will work on a few more models. And maybe, just maybe, we will see what they are for. In any case, for now, I will just leave you wondering. And see you next time, okay? Thank you. Bye!